You've been lied to about confidence your entire life. And the worst part, the lie came from people who were supposed to help you. The motivational speakers, the self-help books, the hype videos, even on the platform, all of them was built on the same lie. The same lie. And that lie, quietly, slowly, is keeping you stuck today. The lie is this, that confidence comes before action. That you need to feel ready before you start, that the people who are out there doing big things somehow feel less scared than you do. Do you know that's not true? And in the next 8 minutes, I'm going to prove it to you. Here's what believing this lie actually sounds like in real life. Let me give you some examples. It sounds like, I'll go for that promotion when I feel more qualified. I'll start the business when I feel ready. I'll put myself out there when I feel more confident. When you feel more confident? Sound familiar? Because I've said every single one of those things as well. And I spent years, years, waiting for a feeling that was never going to show up on its own. But here's the thing. Nobody tells you about confidence. It doesn't come from thinking. It doesn't come from watching videos like this one. It doesn't come from reading another book or even making another plan. Do you know where confidence really comes from? It comes from doing, from acting, from moving. Even when every part of you is screaming, don't wait. And the whole self-help industry has it completely backwards. Give you an example. We all know, some of us, maybe, know a guy named Eminem. Let me give you a real example of Eminem. One of the greatest rappers alive walked into one of the biggest rap battles of his early career, and he froze. Completely blanked. Even got booed off the stage in front of hundreds of people. That's not a story about someone who felt confident, is it? That is a story about someone who showed up anyway, failed publicly, and came back. The confidence didn't come before that moment. It came from surviving it, from proving to himself that he could take the hit and keep going. So let me ask you, can you take the hit and keep going? That is actually how confidence works. Not a feeling you wait for, not a muscle you build by doing what you're afraid of over and over until the fear gets smaller and you get stronger. Or let me give you another example, the science behind it. And this just isn't motivational talk. There's actually science behind it. There's actually a concept in psychology called self-efficacy. It was developed by a psychologist named Albert Bandura. And it basically describes your brain's belief in its own ability to do something. Here's the critical part. The number one way to build self-efficacy, the only way this actually works, is through what Bandura called mastery. But not just any mastery. Mastery experiences. Direct experience of doing the thing. Not watching someone else do it. Not visualizing it. Not even reading about it. Just doing it. Your brain is constantly updating its model of what you're capable of. And the only way to update that model is to give it new evidence. Every time you act before you feel ready, you're not just doing something brave. You're literally rewiring what you believe about yourself. But you cannot collect this evidence without moving first. You gotta move. Or I'll give you an example of myself, right? I started business at 22 years old. Imagine starting business at 22 years old. I had to learn this the hard way. This is where I had to figure things out, not understanding how to do this, how to do that. And I want you to understand something. I was not ready. I didn't even have the experience. I didn't have the money and I didn't have a clear plan. But I had an idea and I had this terrifying, irrational decision to go after it anyway. But what I realized in that journey is this. The fear of judgment, the fear of failure, and even the fear of losing money. People thinking about all these different things is kind of crazy, but I did it anyway. Not because I felt confident. I did it because staying still felt way worse than moving forward scared. What actually happened when I started was making a bunch of phone calls, people not answering, trying to close business deals, nobody trying to get anything that I was offering. But what I didn't know in that season was it was building my confidence to deal with the no's, deal with the pushbacks, deal with the people saying, I'm not ready to move forward or I'll think about it. But I want you to know the real truth about it. And I want you to really hear this. Confidence is not the starting line. It is what you build by crossing the line anyway. Just cross the starting line. Just keep going. Because every single time you do something before you feel ready, every time you send the message, make the call, start the thing, show up when you are scared, your brain files that away as evidence. Evidence of what you're capable of, evidence that you can handle hard things. That is how confidence is built. Not by waiting, because time waits for no one. Not by watching, because they're going to do it and you're not. It's by doing. The people you look at and think they're so confident, they must have it all figured out. They don't. They just stopped waiting to feel ready. They decided that action comes first and confidence is what follows. And that decision is available to you right now, today. So stop waiting for a feeling that only shows up on the other side of doing. The confidence you're looking for is not ahead of you on the path. It is built into the path itself, one step at a time. I want to ask you something before you go, and I actually want you to answer it. What is the one thing you've been waiting to feel confident enough to do? Drop it in the comments. Seriously, what is it? No matter how big, no matter how small, I want you to know we all started somewhere. And the size doesn't matter. It's actually about you just crossing that line of, I'm going to do it anyway. And what I want you to understand today is we're going to figure it out together. And I'll see you in the next one.